everybody. Welcome to Disembodied Voices, episode 98, which we are live streaming, but funny story, we didn't tell anybody we're live streaming it. So, if you're here, that's actually pretty surprising. With me today is my shadow and Cameron. Hello, Cameron.
Oh, but your shadow's not like Steven or something?
No, my shadow's just my shadow.
Oh.
I'm the ultimate life form. Greetings.
That's
it is
right.
me.
Yeah, okay, so he's a little bit talkative sometimes.
Chaos Control!
Is that what?
We have to find the Chaos Emerald, guys! That's what they says,
That
right?
gave me some...
I have to give you props, Cameron. Your Sonic impression is always very consistent.
Well, wait, that's not good then, it's just consistent.
It almost goes into like Schwarzenegger with.
Well, I'm giving him a skater punk, like,
Oh, okay.
we have to find the Chaos Emerald,
Rolling
guys!
around at the speed
Rolling
of
around at the
love.
speed of love! Yeah.
Sounds creepy. Alright.
Ugh.
We also have my other shadow, Steven. Hi, Steven.
Hello there, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
I'm doing really well.
Brian, you did not ask me how I was doing.
Well, Cameron, I am sorry. How are you doing, Cameron?
I don't care anymore.
Oh,
I
well,
care.
fine then.
Yeah,
Fine.
no, I don't care.
Hey, I care about everyone.
Thanks,
Really?
Steven, but it's too late. He's already ruined it.
Really? You care about everyone?
Yes.
What about people you don't know about? Do you
I care
them?
about them.
What about our audience?
What about
Do you
Hitler?
I
Hitler?
care about
you care
Hitler.
about Hitler, Steven?
Yep, I care about Hitler.
Care about dead Hitler?
I care deeply about all people in history, including
If you had a time machine and go back in time, would you go back and care about Hitler?
Just care about him. Don't kill him. Don't talk to him. Just care about him.
Would you care about Hitler? Would you?
Yes, I would do that. It's a moral quandary I have gone over many times in my head.
Okay then. Alright, you're consistent. Fine.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that is pretty weird, honestly. What's wrong with
You can care about something and not like love it. Like,
So you like
Really?
Hitler then?
So you like Hitler?
I care that the next Soul Calibur game is free to play. I really care about that. I just hate it.
So wait a minute. You might not care about Cameron at all. You might just hate Cameron.
What I'm trying to say is I hate you all.
Aha.
Hey, that's my line. Get out of here.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you obviously don't care. Alright. Well, in case no one noticed, as is usual, we haven't made it very clear this is a podcast about video games yet.
We haven't been very clear about anything.
That's a
Well,
good point.
I don't know. We kind of nailed down what you mean by care.
I'm not even sure. I think I got more unclear as time went on.
Good point. Anyway, so we tend to talk about video games here. The big problem this week is none of us really played any.
Except Brian.
Yep.
We played a lot of StarCraft.
We did, and I want to get to that, but first I'm going to give Steven an opportunity to desperately bring something else up if he can.
Hello,
Steven?
everyone. It's me, Steven.
So you having fun there, Steven?
I want to talk to you about
You like trying to host
a
now?
topic very near and dear to my heart because I care about you.
And it.
I am here to hold a eulogy.
A eulogy for
A eulogy for you, Brian.
what? Whoa! I don't like the direction this is going.
Because you are dead to me now, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez! You don't care about
Because
me?
I realized today in the morning,
Uh-huh.
when I realized that you don't hold enough of my opinions anymore.
Oh no!
You don't.
We are becoming becoming two separate
Oh,
entities,
jeez!
and I don't like it.
We weren't before.
No, we weren't. No, we were.
I guess according to most of our listeners, we probably weren't. I mean, who can tell us
Exactly.
apart?
Everyone thinks we are the same person, and we need
All
to
right.
keep that trend going. Because I realized, A, you have become obsessed with StarCraft,
Okay.
which is the most opposite thing from me anyone can do on this earth.
Okay.
B, you've told me recently that you just don't really dig Animal Crossing in general. You like the first game because of nostalgia, but you don't actually like the games very much.
I love the first game.
No,
You love the first game, but, you know,
Nothing can match
You're-
Animal Crossing.
you're like the guy who loved the first Star Wars movies and doesn't like any of the novels or any of the games or anything that came after. And
Okay.
thing number 3 is yesterday you told me that you actually don't think that 2D Sonic games are very good.
I've held that belief for a long time.
And, well, but you've never expressed it.
Steven, you know what's
before. And
happening?
all 3 of these things hurt my feelings.
Steven, you know what's happening, right? I'm rubbing off on him.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Because all those opinions you just had are exactly how I feel about everything.
Brian, all you need to do is
Shut
and
Cameron.
you I had to fight for us to keep playing World of Warcraft a few months ago. You wanted to quit that too. And if you just said that you actually think Revenge of the Sith is as bad as the other prequels, then all of the most important things to me, Animal Crossing, Star Wars, World of Warcraft, Sonic, and not playing StarCraft, are we're no longer going to have the same, like, we're not going to be on the same page.
So how do you propose we change this? I have a proposition.
What?
Each of us changes on half of those opinions to the other person's opinion.
Okay. Well, what about World of Warcraft? Because I feel like
we share that one currently, but we get to take turns picking. Okay, I pick first. You have to start liking StarCraft.
Okay, you have to start loving all Animal Crossing games.
Easy. All right. You have to start not saying 2D Sonic games are as good as 3D Sonic games.
I can't say they're not amazing games.
And they're not. They don't play amazing.
Brian, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Just recently, I explained to you that I didn't like 2D Sonic games and why, and I felt they were awful. Have you always felt that way? Because you've never brought it up before. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I think
all right,
maybe
let me give you the timeline of my Sonic opinions.
Okay, let's do the timeline of Sonic opinions.
So when I was 3, I got Sonic CD.
And you played the best Sonic game first. So
Sonic CD is the one 2D Sonic game that I will legitimately say is incredibly fun. I think it shares the problems of the other ones a lot, but it's so short, so punchy, and just so well made that I really enjoy that game.
Okay.
My general problem with Sonic 2D games, I've never enjoyed playing them all that much. I would play them a lot with Steve, but every time I'm kind of like, I'd kind of rather be playing something else, but this is kind of fun. Because a lot of the reasons you mentioned, I think, Cameron, is just as a platformer, it doesn't really have particularly precise controls or precise movement or anything. So you're not.
The only time the game is fun is when it's controlling itself.
Right, and that's cool, but it's not really a game. I mean, it has the problems everyone says 3D Sonic games have, which is I can't see what's coming up ahead and can't plan accordingly. In 3D Sonic games, I don't think that's as big a problem as people say.
It's not, no.
Yeah. But in 2D Sonic games, it really is, because if you're going fast, you're not really doing all that much to play, and if you're going slow, it's kind of just an imprecise platform.
It's sucky, yeah.
So, I think the music is fantastic. They look really cool sometimes.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's nothing against the presentation at all. It's just literally they've created a flawed concept with the 2D Sonic games.
Yeah.
And that's how I've always felt, and I actually had no idea that's how you felt too. So, yay! That makes me happy.
Yep.
That was I respect your opinion, but that was a really bad timeline. I played one game. Here's my opinion on all Sonic games.
Well, I ditched the timeline idea when.
Yeah, he immediately. That was a stupid idea. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
man, I wanted to go through all.
But now the crazy thing is,
no, that was my timeline. Steven and I reached that opinion very quickly.
Yeah, you're right. It's just you played the best 2D Sonic game right away, so that was pretty much it.
Anyway.
Well, that's interesting, Brian. You can have your own opinion. That's fine. I won't argue it. But
wait, you started this whole thing by saying I couldn't.
But I thought we were agreeing that we. Oh, we have to agree on everything.
My opinion.
You're right. Oh, I have to agree. Okay. All right. What's left?
Nothing. I got 2 of them.
That's not fair.
Nope. Oh, is there another one? Not thinking of?
Star Wars. What do you think of Star Wars?
Star Wars is great, except for, I mean, if we're just talking about the movies, I think Star Wars is a great but flawed thing that Episode 1 and 2 are very, very poor entries in.
But you agree that Star Wars Episode 5 is like perfect?
Not perfect, but a great movie. Really,
like,
great movie.
Almost perfect.
No.
I think we have a problem again.
just you're like distaste, Brian. No, jeez. Are you listening to me?
Jeez. All right, so now we have to do this with Steven and Cameron. All right, the things you guys disagree on.
Oh Lord.
Just take turns. All right, Steven, you first. What does Cameron have to start agreeing with you on?
All right, Cameron, you have to start agreeing that violence is bad.
You have to start agreeing that World of Warcraft is the worst game ever made.
Hey, you don't even think that.
You're right, but it's pretty bad. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. There you go.
Oh my gosh. This is terrible.
Why are you starting with us arguing? Come on, people. Let's actually talk about games.
Okay.
Jeez.
Right. Well, okay. This all came up because I was playing Sonic CD a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only game I have played, other than Guild Wars and World of Warcraft.
You play Guild Wars. We haven't played Guild Wars in so long. All 3 of us, I mean.
Say, Brian and I played Super Adventure Box in Guild Wars.
Aww, you didn't invite me?
Well, we started to play it and realized that you would despise its very being and everything about it.
Why?
So we thought you wouldn't want to play it.
Why?
Yeah,
Because it's a platformer with Guild Wars.
I don't hate platforming too much in Guild
But
Wars.
you're so picky. Like, there are so many platformers that you don't like. For
I thought
example,
you
Sonic.
specifically said you hated platforming in Guild Wars.
Look. First of all, I would want to go there anyways, regardless, because it looks so cool. Second of all, the platforming is not bad, and when it comes to 3D platformers, I don't really have like, oh, you better be perfect or I'm gonna hate you, because that's only 2D platformers. So I would have probably grumbled about dumb, imprecise performances or jumps and platforms, but I would have done it anyways. It would have been probably interesting.
Gotcha. Okay, well, the reason being is we still only played in an hour, but you're at work, and I didn't think you'd have any real time off to play it.
Yeah,
Closes.
right.
But
Was it closed already?
It's going to close the end of September. So
I have a couple days left to do
Oh,
it.
I forgot to say, everyone, today is Tuesday.
Today is Saturday.
1st. Oh, today's my birthday.
Oh, Brian, it's your birthday! Yay! Wait, let me blow the noisemaker.
That wasn't
Is
really
that
a noise.
Maker?
Yeah, that was not real.
Shoot. yeah, it's my birthday today. Yep. I am 35.
You're not 35. You're 21.
No, I'm not 35.
Which makes me 38.
Yes.
It makes me 36.
Do you know that if all I need to do is live my life again, and I will be... Oh, no. Whoa! Never mind. Let's not talk about this anymore.
Let's not talk about that. Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about something. Oh, yeah, the Super Adventure Box. So I don't know if I'll have time to really play it before it closes, but the good news is they have 4 worlds planned, and they released World 2 this time. So obviously in a few months, they will release World 3, and we can all play it then. So.
Okay. I feel bad we haven't played that in a while, but I've just been so busy.
Yeah,
It's
same here.
really cool, though. Like, they went all out with that idea. It's just basically an instanced world where there are these, semi-open world platforming levels. Right. And there are monkeys that throw bombs and stuff.
Music is great.
Music is great. It's just super duper sunshiny and happy and voxely.
Kind of like Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
It's not tropical. It's just happy.
No, it's kind of like a super happy version of Minecraft.
Yeah. It looks like Minecraft, but if Minecraft was smiling all day long.
Like instead of the creepers having the little frowns, the creepers just had a giant smile.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a great idea for a mod, making all the creepers have a smile.
It's wicked, crazy smile as they run towards you. Yeah.
And even faster, make them faster with a smile.
But it was really, really the sort of thing that Brian and I get into. Because it's an MMO, for starters. It's like World of Warcraft. And then it's completely cooperative. And there's no restrictions for it. And it's just really bad platforming.
I mean, we do like Sonic after all, so...
Yeah, but you just want to get to the next part. Partially because it's so bad. Because it's so hard to make those jumps. I don't know.
It was really cool. It's just Guild Wars is such an inventive game.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe they green lit that to the end.
One thing I was I kind of do want to wait to really go through it anyway is they let you buy rewards with the baubles you get from the little super box, and you can take them out of the world and then buy weapon skins. The problem is each weapon skin costs a certain amount of baubles, but then on top of that costs some gold. And I have no money right now, so it'd be nice to go back when I actually have money so I can buy the rewards.
But in the game, you can use your baubles to buy things like extra lives and new weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any of your skills. None of them. You have a stick. You can hit people with your stick. That is all you can do.
Well, you get others later.
I said you could buy new items.
Oh, yeah.
But you start out just being able to hit people with sticks and jump. That's it.
Yep. It's really cool. Definitely check it out next time it's open. Also, we just need to play that game again soon.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
But honestly, if I'm going to be honest in all honesty...
Well, I expect nothing else on this podcast, Steven.
I care about Hitler.
Jeez. What?
But other than that, I'm kind of tired of MMOs a little bit. I need a bit of a break. I haven't
Steven, I have a solution for you, okay?
What?
Unsubscribe.
No, nothing that drastic. Okay, just stop playing MMOs for a while, and get this. Okay, you ready for this here? You ready for me? Ready for this?
I am. I'm sitting down.
Play the game I bought you for Christmas one year.
You mean
Hard reset.
Yes, I mean hard reset.
Well, the thing is, ever since
Steven, you just said you need a break. Maybe what you need is a hard reset.
Oh, I did that on purpose. That was planned.
you're really clever, Cameron.
Thanks, Brian.
More
I mean,
clever
Cameron.
than Brian. But no. I haven't actually played any other game beyond an MMO for more than 5 minutes at a time since Rayman Legends.
I was going to say, hey, Steven, maybe the reason is you need to play any other game.
Yeah,
help you not get sick of them.
I'm getting to, guys, stop treating me like I'm a loon here. I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of intentionally not playing a bunch of games because, well, okay, a bad topic just came to my mind. We'll get to that in a second.
Whoa,
because October is going to be full of video games, including October 1st, which is today, which is Brian's birthday, which means I got him some games, which we're going to play a lot. So, I was getting all my other work done. I was focusing on things like reading and catching up on MMOs and stuff.
That's considered work to you?
No, that was just reading is not work either.
Leveling in World of Warcraft is work.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that.
An important work.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just for fun been cutting myself off from most games so I can really enjoy it when I get to play.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So that's why I have
the bad topic.
The bad topic is that 2 of the games I'm hyper looking forward to in October are on the Wii U.
Wind Waker HD and
Sonic Lost World.
Oh yeah. Is that Wii U only?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, it's also 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the 3DS version is gonna be any good.
It looks greatish. I mean, it's totally 3D.
Is it? Oh, okay. So it's a port, less a remake of something or
it's
downgrade.
A port, no, but knowing Sega, they always make their Sonic games on a portable system. Yeah, whenever they make a Sonic game like on a portable system, they give it different levels and different powers and stuff. They did it with colors. They did it with generations.
I actually don't like that though. What I wanted was a way to play the console version on a home.
Nah. I wouldn't like that because, I mean, I can already play that Sonic the Lost World portably, I assume, by using the gamepad, right?
But I can't. Is my point.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a Wii U.
That's what I was saying.
That's good, Cameron. I don't have a Wii U either.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. It just broke.
Did it really?
Yeah, it just broke. It just doesn't work anymore.
So this is finishing my belief that the Wii U is the worst console ever released.
Oh yeah, I agree. What happened?
I've been trying to fight against that, but no, I agree. It's the worst console ever released.
It's really dumb. What happens?
It just won't turn on. It just blinks a red light, and my research shows that just means it's broken.
Well, call Nintendo. I'm sure they'll fix it for you.
I'm going to, but that means we're gonna have to send it in and probably pay a repair fee. Maybe lose all of our data, but not that we had a lot of data.
But you won't have to pay a repair fee. It's been way less than a year.
Oh, you're right.
That's a good point.
You're right. We should still have the warranty. Wait, no, it hasn't been way less than a year.
Yeah, it has. We got it in like November.
That's not way less than a year.
That's a month and a half less than a year. That's
like a 1/12.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do not argue about what way means, please.
You're right.
That is one of the most ambiguous words in the English language.
A bit.
Some. A handful.
Rather few.
A little bit.
Quick question. Quick pop quiz. What does a few mean to you guys?
It means 3.
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or maybe 4.
You want to hear something interesting?
Yes.
Working at horrible food service places, people say a couple of that, a couple of this.
Oh, please don't say they mean something other than 2.
Well, see, until I started working there, I did not correlate the fact that give me a couple of those meant give me 2 of those.
Oh, really?
So I would be like, they'd be like, can I have a couple of chicken strips? And I'd be like, well, yeah, how many would you like? And they'd be like, 2. Like, okay, cool. And I never got until I was like, oh, a couple is 2 people. A couple of chicken strips.
Yep.
Oh.
I think you should have just taken it further. Hey, how many do you want? A couple. So how many do you want? 2. So how many do you want? 2. Just keep asking that question like 5 times.
And then they'll get really mad and punch me in the face. So thanks, Brian.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. Then you could be a martyr.
What are we talking about? The Wii U sucks.
Yeah, Wii U does suck.
So it's kind of a bummer
problems.
because Wind Waker's coming out very, very soon.
Wind Waker's out.
Well, we have it pre-ordered so we can get the Ganondorf figure.
Oh. The digital version is out. The physical version is
Gotcha.
not.
And you know what I saw on like a Sonic the Hedgehog fan site?
You go to those?
Lord.
You don't want me to finish that sentence.
No, I really don't.
I saw that Sonic Lost World, if you pre-order it, is going to come with a Sonic Omochao remote-controlled in-game item that lets the second player fly around and collect things.
I was so excited until you said in-game.
I should have said in-game first.
Oh my gosh, a flying Omochao robot.
But it's a Sonic Omochao, so it's like Sonic's head on Omochao.
Oh, that would be even better. Ah, dang it.
Ah.
Oh well, I'll build my own.
So I only saw it on GameStop, so I'm considering to cancel our pre-order from Amazon so we can get it through GameStop. Because for some reason I want this in-game Omochao.
Don't. We wouldn't even use it.
But we'd have it.
But we wouldn't use it.
Oh yeah, we would.
We never use helper modes.
Well, in Sonic games we just replay levels over and over again. So sure, we would eventually.
Maybe. Anyway, let me think here. Anything else, Steven? For not playing anything you've got?
Played the first World of Sonic CD. I played a little bit of World of Warcraft. Played Guild Wars. Nah, I think that's it.
Well, I can talk some more about GTA 5 if you want.
Okay.
Sure. Go ahead.
And if anyone actually cares.
Yep. Trevor.
Yeah, so had I ran into Trevor last podcast? I had not.
No, you had not.
I have now.
Okay.
His intro cutscene was one of the most revolting things I've seen in a video game in my life.
In a Grand Theft Auto game? No.
That's where you would expect it to happen, huh? Like, worse than anything else in any Grand Theft Auto game I've seen so far. And he just keeps on getting worse. To the point where it's like, he's not even a good character because he does so many horrible things. Like, some characters, specifically Michael is a really fun character because he's this guy whose life is totally screwed up, but he's still got a sense of humor. He's still a decent guy who tries to do good by his family, but he just has so many bad circumstances that he just can't do well that often. Trevor is just horrible in every single sense of the word horrible. And I don't even like him. He's not fun to play as because he just consistently does slurs and horrible sexual innuendos, and it's just awful to play as him.
See, okay, Trevor is how Steven sees all Rockstar games, and this is why he does not enjoy them.
Well, I have a pretty big like censor shield over me. I don't get offended easily, and Trevor is not offending me at all. It's almost uncomfortable to play as him because it's just like, ugh, stop talking like that.
Yeah. So what is Trevor like? Paint us a picture. Like what is his role in this world?
Very large role. Basically, the story of Grand Theft Auto 5 is Trevor and Michael get caught doing a heist back in the past. Trevor escapes narrowly from the cops. Michael gets shot and put into witness protection through the police, but everyone thinks he's dead. So later on, Trevor realizes that Michael's not dead, and he flips out and goes crazy. And it's the whole game is basically a very tense relationship between Michael and Trevor, where Trevor could very well hate Michael enough to kill him, but he still is wanting to do bank heists and robberies with him. So it's actually a pretty interesting story. However, Trevor's playing a vital role, unfortunately, and so you can't really escape Trevor.
So it sounds like what they were trying to do is create a character who you truly see as an awful human being.
Well,
and
they
succeeded.
They did it very well.
But that doesn't mean.
But I feel like even with characters like that, there should be some redeeming quality to them. Like you have to connect with a character in order to like him or to dislike him, or however.
Well,
Joffrey. What?
Oh, continue.
Oh, well, Joffrey from Game of Thrones. You hate and despise and want him to die immediately all the time, but it's still when you see him on screen, you're like, okay, alright, what's going to happen to this horrible person? I'm excited to see what happens next with him. With Trevor, I'm just like, I don't even want to see him. I don't even want to be part of the game.
You just straight out don't like him.
Yeah, he's just like, his shirt's all greasy and nasty and gross, and his hair is unkempt and he's balding, and his voice is grating, and it's just like, I don't even want to have you on screen. Go away. Which is a bummer.
Well, that kind of reminds me of Death Note, which I've been watching on recommendation of you and Brian. Not Trevor.
Oh.
But it reminds me of how we're saying that a character can be a horrible person.
Misa.
I don't know what that is.
No, that's a different thing.
Oh. Really?
I'm going to say, it's on a different scale, but the main character, Light, is a mass murderer and manipulate. I mean, slight spoilers, I guess. If you haven't
Well,
seen
that's
it,
like the premise of the show. So
yeah. So he clearly, from what I've seen, doesn't care about his family. He's manipulating them. I wouldn't be surprised if he killed them one day. He's just terrible. And yet you're interested to see what he does because he is an interesting character that you like, and there's a seed of truth to what he does. He started off doing it kind of for the right reason, and he's killing criminals.
Yeah, that's
So
a really good example of a well thought out bad character, a very likable bad character. Like I've told Brian this, but I actually liked I'm sorry, Light, and I rooted for Light most of the time through the show. Because I liked his character better, and I liked his. I almost kind of agreed with his philosophy. Later on, he gets a little crazier, but I agree with his philosophy for the most part. So I was actually rooting for Light most of the time. I don't root for Trevor at all. I hope Trevor gets hit by a bus.
Well,
he's not gonna.
In GTA, you can make that happen.
But then he just back to life
all
again.
right, Cameron, you just need to write down Trevor's name in a little notebook.
Write
a time down.
That's probably a bad idea.
Hit by a bus.
Why'd you say that with an accent? Hit by a bus.
Hit by a bus.
Hit by 7 buses.
Trevor just got hit by a bus. Well, anyway, GTA.
Abort that fast, yeah.
I didn't want to play it before it was out.
I know you didn't.
I didn't want to play it as it was out. Now I really don't want to play it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't expect you to play it at all, ever. I'm going to bring it to your guys' house, though, and I'm going to show you the water physics. But that's it. That's it, though.
That seems worth it.
So,
and then in return, I will show you Morrowind's water graphics on the Xbox, and
then I will show you both Mario Sunshines, and
then we'll both agree it's the best. Yeah.
Okay. So wait, have you done many heists?
I've done one heist. One bit. I'm not sure how many there are, but I've done one, and it was awesome.
That sounds cool.
That's it was the main reason. Flipping between characters really quickly, back and forth between Michael and no.
Oh, jeez. William.
No.
Michael.
No.
No, he just said Michael.
Trevor.
No.
Those are the only characters I know.
Franklin. Michael and Franklin. Yeah, because Franklin was on top of the building, dropping smoke gas in and keeping a lookout. So once in a while, you'd flip up there and you check for cops. And if there was a cop nearby, you'd pick him off with a sniper. And then on the ground floor, Michael was breaking glass and picking up jewels and making sure the security guard stayed down, and you would collect a bunch of stuff, and then you both jump off the roof and drove away. And so Michael was in the big truck, and Franklin was on a bike. So you'd switch between Michael and Franklin over and over again to use the big truck to smash cop cars, and then use the bike to get into little areas to find a shortcut to out of the way. It was really fun.
So I just thought of pretty much the worst game ever. Picture this. All right, Payday 2 with 4 Trevors.
Payday 2 is pretty much awful anyways.
So you're playing as Trevor, and Trevor.
People love Payday 2, dude.
I don't get it.
Like, everyone is saying, we hated Payday 1, it was horrible. Payday 2, on the other hand, is amazing. And I'm like, it's the same game! Are you on crack? It's literally, well, Trevor's on crack, but it's the same exact game. I don't get how it can be any better or worse.
It is, okay. They expanded the stuff around it, but the core gameplay is very similar.
And the core gameplay sucked.
The problem with the game was the core gameplay. They didn't really fix that at all.
No, it's still just, if you get caught one time, it turns into a horde mode shoot fest. And that's
a really, really bad one in terms of how it feels.
Well, actually, the gunplay felt pretty good in the second one. I gave it that. But the rest of it, it's just so stupid and boring.
I mean, not just how the guns feel, but like how the people run in and how the AI acts.
Oh yeah, it's dumb. And like the fact that it's like 40 years for a drill to go through it. It's not fun. The game is not fun. And but everyone loves it. It's getting amazing. Everyone, the community loves it. Everyone's like, I love Payday 2. It's so fun. Rah rah rah. Well, you're all stupid.
Yep, everyone is stupid.
Yep,
except us. Man.
Except me.
Steven, don't play Payday.
Am I stupid?
No, not yet.
Did you play Payday?
Nope. But I watched Brian play it. And
did it look fun?
I only saw the first one.
All right.
It didn't look very fun.
All right, good. You're not stupid.
Okay. Whew. I always wondered about that.
All right. So Cameron, what have you been playing?
Well, GTA 5.
Right.
Look at my phone if I played anything on my phone recently. You need to take your turns in Hero Academy, by the way.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think that we're probably trying the patience of any listeners. Where it's like, just play some games, people. I can't bear to hear the word Guild
Well,
Wars 2
fine.
more time.
Me and Brian did play a game, StarCraft 2, and
Oh my gosh.
so where do I even start with this? Okay,
we were bad at StarCraft 2.
We were not good. Like, my strategy consisted of getting maybe a few Marines up, and then some siege tanks, and then hoping that I could hold off an attack until it was bad. It was so bad.
Yep.
We are now ranked 1 in our Silver League.
Which was crazy. Like, for a long time, we couldn't get out of bronze. Then one night, we just got in, and we were like, well, should I practice with Zerg? I said, and Cameron's like, maybe we should just do that. And then I said, nah, let's go online and see how it goes. So we started playing, and we played 13 games that night and won 10 of them. In Silver League.
That's
No. We won 13 of them and lost 3. We played more than 10.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we won 13 and lost 3.
Oh, okay. I thought we won 10 and lost 3.
No, we played 16 games.
That's so many games!
Well,
they would last like 10 minutes because we would win so fast.
In-game time would be like 10 minutes, and the game sped up, so sometimes games would be like 6 or 7 minutes.
So we would win!
Yeah.
We would beat silver players. There was a platinum player we beat in like 7 minutes.
Over and over again.
And I just
it was very emotional.
How? I don't understand how we've gotten so good at apparently we're good. Like, I keep on thinking, no, we're not good. We're not that good.
It's a fluke.
But then it's like, how do you win 13 games in a row if we're not good? In Silver League. Silver is pretty tough.
Yeah. At the very least, we're a whole lot better than we used to be.
At the very least, we're decently good at this game now.
Yeah. I'm willing to say
at the most, we're actually doing
person
pretty darn good. Yeah. And I don't understand how we could possibly be this good. And then I was thinking that Brian, and I honestly don't know our skill levels individually, but I was pretty much set that Brian was better at me than this game, in most senses of the word. And then we played 1v1. We played 3 games, and I beat him each time. Yeah, so I just don't know what to think anymore with the stupid game.
Yeah, I think you got a lot better at the game. I also think that just our strategies, I think yours beats mine if they were to go competitively, just because we both play rushes and Terran are a lot faster at that.
Yeah, by the time you can get 5 units out, I have 10, and by the time you have 10, I have 30. You know, it's just it's incrementally increases. You know, with my guys. Yeah. What's the word for that? Exponent. Exponentially increases.
Exponentially.
That's it. Yeah, exponentially.
So yeah, I mean, maybe I could eventually learn to beat that strategy by going mid game, but I'm not very practiced with it. So yeah, the 1v1 did not go well for me. But hey, I think we're close to even skill at this point.
So what would happen? What would happen is I would build up my base so that I don't have hardly any upgrades, but I have a bunch of buildings producing workers, and I have a thing called a reactor that makes double workers from one building. So basically, I would get Marines, whatever. I would get probably about 2, 4, 6, 8 Marines every 20 seconds. That's a lot of Marines, and that happens about 5.5 to 6 minutes in game. By that time, the opponent has a nice-sized army, and I don't think I can take him out by myself, but the fact that I have Brian there with me, who also has a very large amount of guys, and he can warp in more in front of their base, means that we can probably rush in and at least take out their first expansion. Now, oftentimes we would die, our first wave would die, but the thing is, with my build, I have people constantly streaming in, because I have to walk from my base to the front of their base. But that means they're coming in groups of 16 Marines. So every 20 seconds, a new group of 16 Marines is coming in. So one group might get slaughtered, killing all of their army, but also killing mine. But then I have 16 more to walk in, which is what happened with Brian. When I fought Brian 1v1, he killed the majority of my army, but then I had 16 more that ran around the side and killed him from the side, and then he quit because I had 16 more ready if he had happened to kill that other 16. So the only way they could get my rush to die, I think, would be some serious firepower, some serious heavy, like, siege tanks or something that would do area of effect damage. Otherwise, I could just stomp everybody, I think, with that amount of workers coming. And now, of course, they can get me earlier before I have that kind of men up. But the chances of that happening are only with Zerg, and even then, very little.
Yeah, I mean, our big problem is sometimes they will just, like, stave us off long enough to get an okay defense up, and then if they can like secure that second base and they're ahead of us economically. So that's most of the times they lose is when someone can just barely manage to hold us off at the beginning, and then we're kind of at a disadvantage going forward. But you've proven, it's very hard for silver players to do that quickly enough. Something I am curious for you to try is, how I build my pylon next to their base. I'm really curious what would happen if you built your second and third barracks up there.
I think that's way too risky. Because
risky.
if they destroy it, it only saves probably about 15 seconds of walking. And if they destroy it, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So I really don't see it as any sort of benefit at all, personally.
Mm.
Like,
it's definitely a benefit, but it's
not a good enough benefit to outweigh the cons. Like, your pylon, you can get that up in 20 seconds, and it's easy to hide, two big giant barracks, they would be so hard to hide, and like I said, if they even get killed one bit, I'm so far behind in production at that point. I just don't. The pros do not outweigh the cons. I think personally.
I agree with you there. But I think the Protoss pair and mix helps things because people can't just see that you're building Marines; you just build against that, and then.
Well, they can, and they did. The one game we lost, we trapped them in their base, and for some reason we didn't attack, and they built Colossi. And they just destroyed me, and then your army wasn't enough to hold them back.
Right. Well, that game we played horribly in a lot of ways, though.
Well, I don't know why we didn't just rush up and attack them with that game.
Yeah.
We probably could have won. But, so yeah, that's been our StarCraft experience. We played 16 games, won 13, and lost 3, which is unfreaking heard of for us. Absolutely unheard of. Because we're usually bad.
One question I have, though, is it seems like most of the strategies I hear about in StarCraft are just rushing people.
That is not the total strategy, believe me.
Okay.
I also watch Major League Gaming StarCraft matches. Like, often it's fun for me to watch pro players go at it. 90% of the time, 80% of the time, the games go longer than 15, 20 minutes. Because the pro players are good enough that a rush wouldn't do anything. Because they would figure out how to stop a rush. Therefore, it becomes a battle of cat and mouse back and forth with a mid-game to late-game units. Now they might have the units from a rush, an early game rush, but they're using it in a way that it goes longer and becomes a longer game. So we're doing rush because we're good at it, and it seems like it's people off guard. But like I said, 80% of the time, Major League Gaming players do not rush because they know the other player almost always knows how to stop a rush.
Yeah, at some point, rush is like one reason we're doing that is it's a very easy thing to learn at the beginning because it's way easier to get max efficiency 10 minutes into the game than it is 30 minutes into the game. But eventually you're going to do things like scout the enemy's base and say, oh, he saw that I'm building a rush and he is building defenses against a rush. I'm going to need to switch my strategy into something later game and stuff like that. So,
yeah, what happened with me when I was playing 1v1 online was somebody used an Overlord, which are very good scouting things because they can just fly over and see immediately. It's hard to kill. They saw I was doing a Marine rush and immediately rushed, because I was building a bunch of barracks and only had a few Marines up, immediately rushed a ton of Banelings and a ton of Zerglings. And that just destroyed me immediately, because Banelings destroy Marines so easily, it's just ridiculous.
Well, that reminded me of like my favorite moment when we were playing one of our 2v2 games where all those Banelings were heading straight towards you. And you like ran around them, and I ran my stalkers into them.
Banelings and Marines are the exact same speed. So, or actually, I think Banelings are a little faster. So, and Steven, to give you what the Baneling is, basically it's a giant ball of acid, and it just melts Marines. So
it blows up. And
one Baneling, which are easy to make, can probably melt 7 or 8 Marines, no problem. So if they have like 7 Banelings, they could probably destroy my entire army. So, but they don't do that much damage to armored units, which are what Brian's Stalkers are. So I used stem packs, which makes my Marines faster and stronger, and did a big circle around his Brian's Stalkers, got out of the way, and all the Banelings rushed straight into his Stalkers, did no damage to anybody, and then we rushed into their base and killed them. It was awesome. It was like a football play. It was
very footballish, yeah.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, which was what I was really proud of, was I fended off a Protoss pylon rush, which was really crazy. So basically, again, Steven, I'm explaining this.
You mean other than mine?
Other than you, yeah. I'm explaining this, Steven, so you can understand. Protoss can't build anywhere there's not a pylon. and a pylon is both a source of their energy and a source of their food. So if there's no pylon in an area, they just can't build anything. Or if there's a building there and the pylon gets destroyed, the building gets shut down. It can't be used anymore until you build another pylon.
Mm-hmm.
So the enemy rushed into my base immediately with a worker. Immediately, before I could even get a defense up, or any sort of buildings up to block my entry, and built a pylon in my base. And I didn't see it. So then he built a forge, and which is what builds fighting units. And then I saw it.
Wait, no, the gateway builds fighting units.
Yeah, sorry, gateway, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know Protoss lingo. And then he built a gateway, and then he started building another pylon, and then I saw him, and I'm like, oh crap, I still have no fighting units. What do I do? So I used all my worker units, which is I had about 10 SCVs, and I attacked this pylon. He saw what I was doing. He built another pylon. I blew up that pylon right as the building that lets you build workers or fighting units was up, but it shut down because the other pylon wasn't finished yet. I went over and used all my SCVs again to attack the other pylon. I finally, he was using even Chrono Boost to get another unit out faster, and right before he managed, I checked in the replays, he was probably about 3 seconds away from getting his first attacking unit. I killed his pylon. And then I killed his worker, and then he had 2 stupid giant bases, or buildings in my base that were worthless. And I went back to working, and we ended up winning that game.
Yeah.
It was so tense, but so cool that I managed to get that. I've never done something like that before, and won.
It's always fun when you decide to attack with your workers, and that's how you win a game.
Yeah. MLG people do that a lot, actually.
Uh-huh.
Because
they're not terrible.
No, it's because it's like, when the armies are almost equal, they just push the armies over the edge just enough to actually win.
Yeah.
And it's worth beating a person's army to get rid of a few, to sacrifice a few workers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Protoss, because they have ranged attack. SCVs and drones are kind of worthless because they have to be on top of somebody. But since probes...
It's a very short range for probes, but it's just a little bit.
But it works. It's enough that it matters. Like, if a probe went up against an SCV, the probe would win. Because the probe has that ranged attack, and he would get the first hit.
Yep.
So anyways, I don't know if we have anything else to say about StarCraft, but we were pretty pleased with ourselves.
And you want to play more, yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry, Steven, I bet that was pretty boring to you.
Well, I admit I wasn't even listening at the end. I just lost the thread of the conversation at some point. But
that's fine. And you talked about MMOs, so and I didn't interrupt. So thank you for not being interrupted like I was that one time.
You're welcome, Cameron. Well, you know what? I don't think I'm ever gonna learn StarCraft though. So you guys are just gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah,
I hated my time with it so much. I don't ever want to try it
again. Well, we probably didn't do it properly to introduce you to the game.
Well, I just don't think you would like it. I just don't think...
it doesn't sound fun.
No, that's fine, but I still think we could have done it better. I think we could have probably done you a tutorial mission so you learned the units slower.
Okay, and I might try the campaign sometime. Maybe if there's a story going on and I'm not having to worry about other players and I can restart a level and stuff like that. Maybe that will teach.
Well, that was how I was for the longest time. I was nervous and scared about any sort of multiplayer because I was just so nervous that I would immediately die. So the campaign really actually, not only does it kind of ease you into the things, it also teaches you what units are and how units work and stuff. So
yeah,
it's probably a better option, and we probably should have done that in the first place. But whatever.
Oh well, we have learned from our mistakes, somewhat.
Speaking of learning from, I don't know that I don't have
what?
Any
you don't have a transition.
No, but I just want to say that I upgraded the new iOS.
Oh, iOS 7
on my phone.
About time.
Yep, I like it a lot.
Me
I like
too.
it a lot. It's very cool. I like the colors.
I like the look of it, I think, the most. Although it's not that much different than the old one, it's enough of a difference that it's like, oh, okay, that's nice. I like it.
Yeah, it does make a difference. I mean, it just feels smoother. It's just easier to get to stuff. There aren't those weird little side screens that you never would venture into. And
they finally got rid of the stupid spotlight search that no one uses by sliding to the left. I mean, it's still there, but it's harder to get to. And seriously, have you guys ever used that stupid search function ever?
No.
I've never used it ever.
I mean, the phone isn't something I really need to search. Everything's right there.
It's like, oh no, I need to search for a song. Oh wait, I'll just open the app and it's right there. Oh no,
Wait,
that
how
took
do
so
you
long.
even open it now?
Slide down on the home screen.
But that... Oh, but not from the top.
From the middle.
That's weird. Yeah, they really hit it. Okay, I'm
But
going to
I
search my iPhone for Siri. Is she on here?
That's helpful.
Nope.
For Siri, that's stupid.
All right,
I also
start
like organized my iPhone for the first time in maybe a year.
Oh, did
or
you use
something.
folders?
Yeah, I have everything neatly on just 2 screens instead of like 6 or whatever I had before.
Whoa,
It was pretty
you've
bad.
never used folders before?
I had, but then when I got my new phone or something had changed, I don't remember what it was. It might have been I just wiped my phone and started over. I just didn't feel like making folders again. So I've just been ignoring that for months and months, and it's just been a mess. But now I have everything neatly sorted, and it's awesome.
Oh well, congratulations.
Look at all these games I have that I'm not playing.
I've had my stuff organized ever since there was folders in iOS 4. So yeah.
And that's very, very unlike me. Like, I'm meticulous about my computer organization. But I don't know, I was just lazy with my phone.
The nice thing about the new iOS with the folders is that they're now unlimited. So you can finally put as much as you want into folders.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yep, pretty cool.
All right. Well, speaking of limited, this podcast, we haven't had that much to talk about, so I think we can probably go ahead and end it early today. Because we have played practically nothing. I'm amazed.
And I have some gaming plans for this next week, so...
Me too, a lot.
Yeah, we're going to have more than enough to talk about next week.
Yes.
So, yeah, later today, actually, I'm going to play Rain as my...
Rain?
Rain. It is a PSN game that I got a review code for. It's going to be my final review for Critical Gamer.
Your final... did you stop... Are you stopping? What for? Oh, that's right. You just decided it wasn't for you, right? The writing.
Right. Just the time investment, and we're doing so much stuff with Disembodied Voices and stuff now that I'm
okay.
That I'm just gonna be backing out of that for now. But I'm doing this last review for them. So I'm curious. I know nothing about the game, and actually the embargo is up today, but not today.
It's Saturday,
people. The embargo is up on October 1st.
Yes, the embargo is up on October 1st.
Gotcha.
So I can't talk about what I don't know.
Unfortunately, Brian cannot tell you whether you should go out and buy Rain because we know you would listen to him if he were to say that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. That's way too much power. So anyway, we'll go ahead and end this. The second reason we're ending this is because I want to play StarCraft. So Cameron, go do your stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining us. And listening to this wonderful edition of us stalling while thinking about how few video games we actually played.
There was no Stalin in this. There was only Hitler.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Very nice. All right, so join us next week when we'll actually have a lot of stuff to talk about, and Zach will be back, and have a week.
Well, you're not going to... What about all the information?
Oh, shoot. I forgot we have stuff to do.
Go to our website called thedvcast.com. I'm done.
Yeah, that's it. Boom.
Okay.
Have a week for real.